So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. VEEKEE James, our very own VEEKEE James. Who do we have on our hotspot today? The gorgeous, talented fashion guru, VEEKEE James. VEEKEE James is without a shred of doubt a visionary when it comes to fashion and creativity. Those magic fingers turning imagination into designs with an exceptional eye for detail, an instinct for trends, and the skill to translate sketches into stunners. VEEKEE James has mastered the art of making her clients appear as though they were born wearing her pieces. Absolute brilliance may be an understatement to describe VEEKEE James's craftsmanship, and her talent has never been in doubt. What has, as a matter of fact, made VEEKEE James appear somewhat controversial and a bit provocative centers around subjects relating to marriage and relationships. VEEKEE's controversies around marriage started with hers when the news hit social media that the almighty affluent socialite VEEKEE James was taken out of the market and was getting married. People had expectations. Oh yes, they did. You see, women in Nigeria are often raised to date and marry up in age, up in social status. A woman in Nigeria will typically be hailed for marrying well, for catching better fish, if she finds a man who is above her social status. Not necessarily through the quality of the character of the man she decides to settle with. So people were expecting that a woman as accomplished and successful as VEEKEE James will attract and settle with a man that is within her own economic status. A Lagos big boy, an investor, an importer, a tech guru, maybe an entertainment or label boss. So when VEEKEE showed up with this young man, who is rumored to be her friend's accountant, who clearly was not in the top income bracket, a lot of people had opinions. Some people were like, no girl, have you not been told? Have you not been briefed? One of the biggest mistakes that a successful woman can make is to marry a man beneath her. They were like, men are providers by their very nature, and it gives them an uncomfortable and creeping feeling that it's at the core of their self-worth and self-esteem when they are not allowed to function in that natural habitat of theirs as providers. Don't be fooled. It may seem sweet and dreamy at the beginning, but as time goes on, the significant gaps in ambition, in status, in income, in vision will tell on the marriage. And then you'll find yourself shrinking yourself just to fit in and just to keep the peace. And eventually, there is the inevitability of resentment, passive aggressiveness, envy, and eventual sabotage. And so when VEEKEE and Femi proceeded to have their luxurious wedding, which is estimated to have cost well over 100 million naira, these disapprovers were quick to emphasize that VEEKEE was the sole sponsor of that wedding. They began calling VEEKEE the husband and calling Femi her bride. But as always, not a lot of people agreed with this school of thought. And they were like, what do you mean? Should the woman ignore core traits and core values in a man that makes him a competent and responsible partner and put all her focus on the weight of his paycheck? If God has blessed you financially, who says that there is anything wrong with lifting a man up in marriage? They asked, are you aware that this obsolete belief that a man must be richer than his wife has been a lie, a hoax for a long time? Many of our mommies and grandmommies were the ones carrying the home They were the ones fending for the home, and then they project daddy as the ceremonial head. Many mommies were the ones feeding the homes, paying rent, paying your school fees. And sometimes they will give daddy pocket money for daddy to present it with his agbada. And the children are excited with this sense of belief that their fathers are taking care of them, when in fact it was their mamas. These set of people argue it is not a new thing for women to be financially responsible for the home. And many women have done it in the past, while projecting their husbands as the Ogbuefi. Mana in real life, Emerefi. They advise that people should stop with this and focus on more meaningful and important considerations like compatibility, discipline, empathy, devotion, and dedication. These things that can make or mar a marriage, rather than looking for tussle of who is richer and who is not richer. What are your thoughts about these two arguments? Dear ladies and gentlemen, let us hear what you think about this. Do you believe that it is risky and unadvisable for a well-established woman to settle with a man who is not within her income bracket? Or are you of the opinion that it doesn't matter? Please drop your thoughts down in the comment section before we take this story to get to. And if you are new here, you're seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comment section, and stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. Let us proceed. So VEEKEE and Femi got married and they zoomed off on their honeymoon, and we thought that this whole brouhaha had finally come to an end. But that brouhaha was only getting started. Less than 6 weeks after Nupital was tied, I see the rope where they used tie the knots. It was still fresh and soft. VEEKEE James modified her CV, adding marriage expert and counselor to her resume. Now, I find that VEEKEE James is a very expressive person. Overtly expressive, I dare say. And this has also reflected in the way that she has handled, presented, and projected her marriage. People had the opinion that VEEKEE James was over-dramatizing and over-publicizing her marriage on social media, and they complained that the whole my husband this, my husband in a marriage as a wife, that it was a bit too much and too soon. So yes, VEEKEE would take to social media to dish out marriage advice and counseling to both single and married women. And not once, not twice, not thrice at events, she will take the mic and counsel women on how to keep their homes and how to have an everlasting and beautiful marriage, how to achieve a blissful home.
In the other room, when you go, okay, when you go there, come in, give us, I don't use to hide my mouth. You know what, close your ears. When you enter, don't teach my girl batting. Then there's something, you know, you feel like you need to communicate, don't hold it, You find the correct way to do it with love. Anyhow you want it, you tell him, money, I think it's this place I want it. Don't hide it, yo. Tell him, and when he tell you to, don't say, oh, I beg, your own too much. Now lie, yo. You will do the work. That's the work you are going to do. Okay?
So at this point, people were like, how many VEEKEE James? VEEKEE, how many months you don't marry? When did you get married? No. It is not an insult. Curiosity made me ask. You're not even up to 6 months in marriage. Advice for your mouth. Hey, this internet is not a real place. You just got married 6 weeks ago. The ink that they used to write your marriage certificate has not even dried. You do not even know the first letter in marriage. We appreciate your enthusiasm, but don't you think that you should settle down a little? Allow the natural experience that comes with time to teach you about some certain things in this establishment that you just entered. When the Jambites start advising final year students and youth corpers on how to pass through school, they were like, calm down, my sister. There are some things that books or the internet will not teach you, but only experience. I mean, the children have not even started coming, because with children, the marriage gets more complex. If there are 5 things that you guys used to quarrel about before children, with children there might be 10, because more differences will arise. Differences in parenting styles, conflicts about whose decision on the child will be the final one, methods of disciplining, division of responsibilities, even the involvement of extended family and helps. The road's still far. Calm your body. VEEKEE James was advised to quit with these advices that she was dishing out on social media, because this cup that she is pouring from is empty. But again, not everybody agreed with this set of people. They were like, if she is 6 months in marriage, then let her give counsel based on her 6 months of experience. Experience is a relative term, and it's not really by how long or how far, but how well. When she gets to 15 years in marriage, then she will give counseling based on 15 years experience. But for now, let her give her own understanding of the concept of marriage based on the number of years or months that she has stayed in it. There is no time frame for these things. Some people learn from their own experience. Some people learn from the experiences of others, while some just have a natural gift of wisdom of distance given to them by God. They were like, let her be. Leave our faith alone. These arguments were very heated, believe me. And here I am asking you, what are your thoughts? Do you believe that regardless of how long one has spent in marriage, they are competent to give marriage counseling based on their own experience? Or do you believe that it is better and more advisable if the newbies wait a little and, get that wisdom that comes from experiencing things by yourself before you start giving bold advices when you are not even experienced enough in that particular field? What do you think about these arguments? Do you think that VEEKEE James, being married for only a few months, is an ideal person to give marriage advice? Or do you believe that she is not? Let us get your thoughts. But as we all know, VEEKEE James is one who prides herself as being immune to other people's opinions. And so she went ahead, kept doing her thing, dishing out these marriage counsels. Now, a few days ago, VEEKEE James was found. She was seen and captured actively participating in a side hustle of marriage counseling. This time, it was her brother getting married, and she was at her sister-in-law's bridal shower. Let us hear what she had to say.
Our mothers have said more than enough. Yes. But just so that you will not think,
it's olden
days advice. Let me join. At least almost 1 year and 6 months experience in marriage.
Please, a round of applause.
She said, don't deny your husband sex. It's not denying. Sometimes you might be tired. Too tired that you cannot move. Truly, it's not as if you are angry. You are not angry. Because mommy said, if no matter how you are angry, sometimes you are really tired. The last thing you want is for somebody to touch you. Some days, you will see that if you don't do that thing, you can go and die inside the bathroom. My sister, just lie down and open your leg. You don't need to do any work. Just make the crooked way straight.
When this clip made it out, the internet broke into two. They were like, what the hell? Can someone tell me what exactly is wrong with this lady? No. I wanna know. So as expected, it was a sensitive conversation and it ignited plenty of reactions.
Some months ago, I said VEEKEE James is a pick-me and people were dragging me. Yeah, she's a very talented designer. But once she opens her mouth, wow, about a man, it's just exhausting. It's crazy. It's crazy. Women like her are the reason where Christian brothers just get away with abuse. They just do whatever they want because of women like her. The sad part is that she has a very large platform and she keeps talking trash and bullshit. Yes, she talks trash and bullshit when it comes to marriage. She has no experience. She's overly excited like a toddler. And she's a pick-me. Pick-me women like her would always be an embarrassment to women in general, women in Christianity, career women, women who are in the level at which she is in the business world. I wish people can advise her to just keep quiet when it comes to marriage, because she makes no sense. She sounds a bloody pick-me, a danger to a girl child, a danger to herself, a danger to women. VEEKEE James is out here talking about if you're tired and your husband wants X, you should just lie there and open your leg. The hell is she talking about? The hell is she talking about? As usual, she never makes any sense when it comes to marriage or men. Like, almost she hasn't seen freak in her life before. It's ridiculous. Again, people will start insulting your mothers, but I said it, I will say it again. She's a pick-me, a dangerous one. Now she's encouraging grape. Just lie there. Even if you're dead, lie there. Even if you just had a baby, lie there. Even if you're on your period, lie there. The hell.
Let us address these reactions, and as we do, begin to drop your thoughts, your genuine and sincere thoughts, down in the comment section. No right or wrong answers. Drop what you think about VEEKEE James's advice to married women. This particular one, let us start to share our thoughts down below. So there were these set of people who found VEEKEE James's advice very obnoxious and very offensive. They were like, for goodness sake, there should be a time when a woman should be allowed to simply say no. Not tonight, baby. And not be blackmailed by society or religion to feel like she is denying her husband sex. She did visa. And guilt-tripping her to feel like she is a bad wife and that the man will cheat. You will chase him to cheat. You will make him cheat. Don't deny him. He will cheat. This set of people, the people arguing on this side, were like, are you aware that there are some women, not like you, who has the luxury and the privilege of calling your own shots? You might choose to go on vacation today. You choose your work schedule. You might choose when to wake up. There are some women that do not have that luxury of choice. They'll wake up at 4 a.m. from Lagos mainland to their office at Lagos Island, spend 3 hours in traffic, get to the office, do a strenuous banking job. They're on their feet in the hospital, or they are working under the sun and under the rain doing marketing for a bank. And when they get back to the office and they tidy up, they start to rush home, get stuck in that island mainland traffic, get home at 10 p.m. and begin cooking for their family, checking school uniform and checking homework. And when they lay down at night by 11:30, it is as though they carried log of wood, Pianha 36. All the joints and bones and ligaments in their bodies are about to give way. They are physically and mentally exhausted. And you're saying that such a woman is prohibited from saying, not tonight, baby. These set of people were not having it. They were like, some women have 2, 3, 4, 5, even some 6 children, some of which are infants and toddlers. And if toddlers show you way, you will rethink why God sent you to planet Earth. And these women are actively caring for these children alone, some without help. They called on VEEKEE saying, oh yes, you do not have children now. It is not an insult. God would bless you with children. You would bear your own children. But don't you think that there are some struggles that you may not be able to relate to? Instead of expecting that all married women experience the same level of physical exhaustion. This set of people believe that women should be allowed to be sad, to not be in the mood, to be overwhelmed, to grieve, to go through hormonal changes, financial stress, emotional overload. And she should be allowed to say no when it is not physically or emotionally convenient for her. Even anger. Oh yes, let us be practical, let us be real. That hypothetical advice Even when you are angry, don't ever deny your husband. Are there not some angers that are permissible for a person to say no? So if a woman just discovered that her husband just fathered another child by another woman, as long as he's her husband and he wants it, she must open up the way to paradise and let him into the promised land, regardless of the hurt that she's feeling. Is she a goat? This set of people conclude by saying, VEEKEE James, leave matter for Matthias. Every human being, whether a man or a woman, should be able to say sometimes, no, I'm tired. Not tonight, baby, without being guilt-tripped with countless Bible verses on needless marriage advice. But as always, there is another school of thoughts. We have these other set of people at the sharp opposite of this school of thoughts. This other set of people were like, no. Hold it there. Buy your break. Can we all stop with the hypocrisy? Which married person here does not do it? Who never turned their hands in the air? No hands. And now I want to play. Now I want to play.
Of course I fucked up. Who never fucked up? Hands in the air. No hands.
Who never do hands in the air in the comment section? Which married women, I'm not saying single, as a married woman, which married woman out there criticizing VEEKEE James? Let us put on our honesty hats right here. Let us be plain to each other. Which married woman at one point or the other have not surrendered herself, body and soul to the altar, assumed the dead cat position just for peace to reign, just to make your husband happy? They were like, as a married person, we can relate to what VEEKEE James is saying. There are times when body and soul does not want it. And as you lie down to sleep, you see son of Pharaoh coming out of the toilet, out of the bathroom. And he's approaching you in a threatening way and you know what time it is. And you are like, hey, Olaru Moku. And you have no other option but to call yourself to glory and let him cultivate his own harvests. Because we women, sometimes our headache no they ever go. You know they ever get cured. One story after the other, but many of these men, their ginger is always swaggering and their swagger is always gingering. As a married woman now, most married women can attest that at one point or the other in the marriage, maybe one day they were sick, they have flu, they are lying down with tissue paper, throat has blocked. And you see the husband man coming, saying that he has the antidote. You go think say na medicine, no be tablet, no be injection. The antidote, a carry for body. And that is our men for you. So who are all these ones criticizing VEEKEE James as if it's not a normal practice in marriage? Even common moving around as a married woman around the house, maybe you are stressed or you are irritated. And you see son of Abraham will just come from nowhere, piam, piam, and you are just there wondering, why is the world so wicked? Oh God, why is the world so wicked? Why is the heart so evil?
Why is the world so wicked? Why is the heart so evil?
That is the Odogus for you. This set of people conclude that there is absolutely nothing wrong with VEEKEE James's advice, and that he is your man, he is your husband, and it is not rape as long as you consented. And that is what marriage comes with. It comes with sacrifice. It's all about understanding, and that people should stop being hypocrites, criticizing VEEKEE James and making the advice seem like it is something that is unheard of just because it is coming from her. So my dear people of God, this debate was very heated. Bottles were flying helter skelter. I said, let me come and ask you because I don't know anymore. You know me, I promise not to give marriage advice until I clock 15 years. Until I clock 15 years in marriage. Ahead, then I'll get my certificate and start giving you advice. But for now, I am not giving any marriage advice. So I said, let me ask you people, what do you think about this advice given by VEEKEE James to married women? Do you think that it is sense? Or do you think that it is nonsense? Do you also believe that there should be a cap as to when somebody is qualified to dish out marriage advice? At least even if it's 5 years, let the person have some real life first-hand experience. Or are you of the opinion that anybody can give marriage advice? After all, reverend fathers and priests do not get married, but they offer very good marriage counseling. What are your thoughts about all these arguments that have broken out? Let us have that discussion down in the comment section. And if you're a man, for the men, for the odogus and the agony chambers, if your woman is facing exhaustion, are you one to let her be, or do you insist on getting your pound of flesh? Drop your thoughts down below. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. If you're new here, you're seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comments section, and stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.